but generally this bike is pretty good, eh? I was back at the stop there. I was stopping and bought some licorice, eh? This little cafe in the valley there. And there's a guy pulled up on a Honda Adventure 150 scooter, but they don't sell them new anymore in Australia. And he was 70 years old, eh? He didn't look 70, but like me, he's downsized, you know, age basically, and we lose our core strength a bit, you know. And we all want to keep riding, we don't want to give up, so I think it looked a pretty cool bike, eh? A Honda Adventure 150, so he said he was trying to get the 350, but he couldn't get it, so he got the 150. Cost him $5,000 used. I think we've only got 14-inch wheels on them, but he's in the same back road as I've just come along, and sealed back road, eh? So alright, so we're coming to a driveway through here for a 45k corner, so this would be very wise to slow down. If anything was coming out of there, you would not want to be pushing through a blind corner at any speed, eh? Yeah, we see it. We see cars do it. We see motorcyclists do it. We see groups of motorcyclists just charge through the corners, eh? As if there's no potential danger. Nothing will ever come out of a driveway, will it? On a blind corner? Nah. And then when we're in the sugarcane here, this is a cold era, old ancient volcano about 25 million years ago. Whole area, eh? Mount Warning's behind her. It is a fantastic place to ride a bike, eh? Just 10 out of 10, eh? So 64 k's today. I filled up at the beginning of a ride, so just a nice cruisy ride, eh? I'm trying to keep the k's down. It's done 9,787 k's in 4 months, just less than 4. Yeah, so just under 4 months, a week shy of 4 months. So got to keep the k's down a bit, eh? But I keep telling myself that, but riding's so much fun. So great balance bike in them situations, just virtually at a stop. It's a lot more confidence inspiring than the 21-inch front on the Transalp. But you still do it on the Transalp, but this is just a little bit lower. Even though the seat height is theoretically only 15 mils lower than the normal Transalp seat, it just feels much more balanced, much more, because it's under about 200 kilos weight, and I haven't put panniers on or anything like that. I've just got a tail bag, a radiator guard, so it's still about that 200 kilo mark, with enough luggage capacity that I can go anywhere I want. And I've got air pump tools, and I'll carry my clothes on my backpack. So minimalist, it's got a lot going for it, eh? I mean, if you're camping, of course you'd have to get a super lightweight tent, so forth. So you can add all that weight. But if you're camping, if you're gonna go around Australia and save a bundle of money, I mean a lot of money by camping out under the stars, basically. You're gonna save a lot of money. A lot of money. I don't know if I've gone past that tipping point yet, like the age where I would want to sleep on the ground after a long day's ride, but I think it would be so much fun. to go around Australia, or any 3 or 4 day trip to even just an overnight array, and take your camp, everything on you, where you could potentially, if you won the lotto, you could say, fuck it, I'm not turning around, I'm just going to go around Australia, right? I'm just going to keep camping, and I've got all the stuff on me, and so basically, yeah, well, I can do that right now if I won the lotto, but I would be staying in motels, cabins, cabins and caravan parks. A little bit of luxury. I like to have the toilet as you get older, you don't have to go like -4 degrees to go to the toilet. I have a shower. Yeah, just have a little bit, have a heaters inside the cabins, have a heater on. Edit videos and all that, and catch up on the internet, catch up on emails. I mean, I know it's soft, it is soft, and you're missing out on so much from camping out, but wow, look at the scenery, eh? But there's 2 ways of doing it, isn't there? There's a motel or caravan park cabin stays, and then there's the camping. You carry all your tent, you carry your cooking gear. I mean, that is the real, I guess, that's a real adventure riding, but we can only do what we can do, eh? What we feel comfortable with. And I've seen people buy big adventure bikes, buy all the gear, and they sell the bike with about 2,000 Ks on a day. Some people don't do more than 3,000 Ks in a year, and I'm not having to go with those people. I'm just saying, well, that's how much they ride, and there's a lot of different reasons. It can be just people leading busy lives, or they're working, or their health doesn't permit them to ride, and they just like that bike. I mean, it's great. I've done it myself. Just gone out to the shed and looked at the bike and tinkered with the bike and sat there, and it's a good feeling, eh? So this is a great road, just to poodle along, eh? I was just revving out a bit in third, just leaving it in third, eh? I keep testing the vibrations. I keep hear people saying the vibrations but like I'm in third, just to show I'm in third here, I'll just leave it in third, eh? Vibrations, yeah, it can start to intrude there when I'm about there, but are they terrible? Are they like, oh shit, I've got to sell the bike, or it's so bad? Well, I'm still in third gear, right? And it's more responsive when you twist it in third gear, and then I back off. And now I feel as though I'm on a sports bike, eh? It's a multifaceted bike. We hear all this about bikes, and most bikes you can ride them like this. Snick it up, 5th gear. I'm not going to go into 6th, but 5th, and you can still get a bit of responsiveness. But they're so laid back, eh? Then when you want to have a bit more fun, 4th gear. Then when you want to feel as though you're on a high, on a 4-cylinder sports bike, you might do this. And then and you've got a bit of engine braking, because this engine braking, it's limited engine braking, but. Yeah, so you can still have fun on the 500, eh? You can still hear that exhaust note. It sounds like, but some reviews that say the V twins and the parallel twins, they sound like lawnmowers or whatever, but or what is it, leaf blowers, or anemic leaf blowers, something like that. But I think it's got a bit of character, this engine, eh? I had the parallel twins on the 270-degree fire and order on the Transalps, but the Transalp was, basically this is like riding a Transalp until you get to the 5,000 RPM in each gear, then the transit would take off then. It would go from a sheep to a wolf, from 5,500 revs, it would take off. It would rev out, and that's where the horsepower is made, but once, the torque ran out and the horsepower took over predominantly, and it would go, But this hasn't got that. This at 5,500 revs, you haven't got too much left, You'll be redlining it very soon. But it's a different riding experience, but slower. So you can rev it out through the gears and not break the speed limit. Say you first, second, third, you're only going to be doing around that, approaching that 100, maybe slightly over. Whereas on the Transalp, if you were revving it in first, second, you'd be already over about 90 k's in second, 100 and you could theoretically be over 160 k's in third, revving through the gears. So that's the difference. What would we rather get the speeding ticket for? 110 in a 100k zone, or 165, 170 in 100? Because you've lost your license, you probably have to sell your bike. Your bike gets impounded for 6 months. The car can't be registered. It gets taken away on the spot, impounded. You can't register it for 6 months. You lose your license for 12 months, I mean, you get a huge, depending how quick you're going, and you get a huge fine, because you wanted to go first on a Transalp or a 90 horsepower plus any bike. You wanted to rev it out first, second, third, and rev it out. And you're doing north of 160 k's, I don't know, if you're on a 150 HP bike, you're probably you're getting up there to about 180, so. I think I've gone past my turn off. This is going to take me back to the ocean eventually, but I want to go to the river. To the river, not the sea. Oh, better be careful what I say there, right? Yeah, so not 100% sure, but I think I heard. But anyway, let me just follow this a little bit, I'll turn around. I came along here a few months ago and I was a snake on the road, so that's why I think I've gone too far. This takes, I don't know, maybe not. I don't know, I'm right. I haven't gone, I thought I'd gone too far, right? Because we're going to want to get across the river, the Tweed River. So if you're from overseas, if you look in Tweed River, Tumbumblegum, and flows down to Mawullumbar. So where I'm pointing is the ocean, and we're going to go that way where the river is about 10 k's inland. 10, maybe 15 k's, 15, 20 k's inland. But so this is a great back road, It's like anything, you're going to have horse shit on the road, cooked cows and all that, really bad road surfaces. Great place to park, mate. Fucking hell. why we keep away from the centre lines, on the back roads. Just cut in, just modulate, trail brake, clutch ready, front brake ready, back brake ready. Keep away from our centre line, So that truck driver, he was switched on, You'll have truck drivers that give that guy with a road sign a wide berth and come onto your side of the road, or cars will do that, So we'll fall on the river here. Car trailer for sale, I think. Yeah, this is the Tweed River, So what a fantastic ride, So we're going to go across that bridge there. Yeah, if you go straight, you come to sort of a dead end straight down there. Bit of a sort of narrows right down. I have been down the end there. Yeah, so great view. So that's the Tweed Valley in front of it. Yeah, we're in sort of extinct volcano territory, sugarcane plantations everywhere, and this place is called Tumblegum or Tumblebum.